Gamertag Radio presents E3 coverage. Hosts Danny Pena, Paris Lilly, and Peter Toledo are direct from the convention center floor.
All right, P. So I'm an old school gamer. You're an old school gamer too, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So we're here, E3 2019, and we're in a very cool location here at E3 because I'm a huge fan of the arcade, old school gaming, and we have someone to talk about that. So present yourself, please, and we'll go from there.
Hi, my name is Eric Hernandez, and I'm a marketing associate for My Arcade.
Awesome, man. So what is it you have here presenting? I see a lot of small version of arcade. The big ones are outside. Let's go with the small ones right here, especially this one, the one that says Contra.
So Contra is one of the announcements we made here at E3.
Yeah.
It's a 6-inch replica of the original cabinet. So it has the original arcade game in this device, and
From the NES, right? The original NES.
no, it's an arcade.
Oh, the arcade, the original arcade.
Original. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and this one you can also link to another Contra arcade, and you can do co-op with
cool.
another player.
Very, very cool. And how's it been the business with the arcade? Because I know the bigger version, you guys been releasing that a lot throughout the years. There was one announcement that just came out recently, right? Can you tell us about that too? The bigger version?
The 10-inch is...
Yes.
Yeah, the 10-inch. So we these smaller ones are called the micro players. Then we have a 10-inch version that's the mini player. The mini player actually contains multiple games. So that's our Namco Museum mini player, and it has 20 different Namco Museum or Bandai Namco games installed in it, and they're all the original version of games. So people love it. People love our miniature ones, but people also love having all the classics in one device. So nothing but positive responses from both of them.
Awesome, man. And so what makes you guys decide, okay, let's pick this game for this? Like, is it decision from you guys or the partners? Like how that goes?
It's a collaborative effort. So we have our device or our games that are our favorites. For example, our creative director, Amir, one of his favorite games of all time was Burger Time.
Yes.
So when we first inked a partnership with Data East, we had to have Burger Time. There was no way he's not going to have Burger Time. So it's a combination of what the licensors are willing or want out, and then what we also want out. So we work together. So everybody decides.
And how many titles in total are announced officially now?
Off the top of my head, I couldn't tell you, but I would say it's about 13 to 15.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so for those that are listening, I'm sitting here and I see Pac-Man, I see Space Invaders, Contra, Galaga, Space Invaders. I mean, it's basically like me waking up in the morning and going to the arcade with my cousin when I was 10, 12 years old and seeing all of these full-size things shrunken down. And you mentioned that these are the actual code from the large arcade boxes, and they're compressed down to these little handhelds. And I was telling Danny when we first walked in, I remember, I want to say it was like my 8th or 9th birthday, and I annoyed my mother to no end. God bless her soul, rest in peace, Mom. But I forced her to get me a Donkey Kong miniature cabinet like this, like basically like this size when I was 8 years old. I'm 45 right now. So like seeing these little things coming back, it's like it's giving me like that nostalgia from being a kid. And so this is phenomenal. What more do you guys have in store?
Each show that we do, we always like to have something really big to announce. So this year we had Space Invaders and Contra, and we definitely expect to have much more to announce at CES in January. I can't speak on that now, but we definitely have things in the works that I think you guys and the gaming community as a total is definitely going to love.
All right. So what else do we have here out on the table? I'm seeing some controllers. I'm seeing what looks like a giant Nintendo iPad looking thing, and I'm curious because it has an actual cartridge in it.
Yeah, so that's what you're holding now is a Retro Champ, and it plays NES and Famicom cartridges, It's portable, but it can also be played in a tabletop mode with these super gamepad controllers here. Or you connect it to your television via HDMI. So there's sort of 3 ways to play it.
Oh wow! Oh yeah, it's got a little stand. You can just stand right there. And so, is it required? Did you have to blow into the cartridge when you put the cartridges into it?
I've been doing it. I've been doing it all week. You might have to on the first try.
And what about this when it says 300 built-in retro games? What's that?
That's one of our legacy items from a few years ago.
Yeah.
It's a plug and play. These aren't actually licensed titles in that game, but it's still fun retro styled games that I grew up playing with a similar machine back in the day. So yeah, it's
why is it so important for you guys to bring back all these old games now to the next generation now? Because this a whole group of people have never played this, man. We did when we were young, so.
Yeah, and that's actually been a really cool reaction that I don't think I anticipated, but we get emails or social media comments, just people saying, like, I grew up playing Galaga, like it was my favorite game, and now my son loves it too, and he's like 7.
Yeah,
so
it's passing the torch. Hey, kids, look, check this out.
Yeah, you always like to pass stuff on to your kids, so why not pass on video games?
Yeah.
So I think it's really cool seeing whenever I see a younger kid playing it who otherwise probably would have never played Galaga or Pac-Man or Contra, because all the other games are, we're in Xbox One and PS4 now, so there's nothing quite like this. And as simple as it were, they were complicated in their own way. So I don't know. We love it. It's just...
See, at least I don't have to put quarters. Like, I had to put quarters many times back in the day. So Mom, like, "Man, you're wasting your money." What the
there were many times where I dipped into my mom's coin jar.
Do you have any favorites? Like, your own personal favorites?
My personal favorite is actually Contra.
Contra. Why is that?
It just brings back memories. I'm the youngest of... I have 3 brothers. We're all boys. So... I always got picked on, but the one time I didn't get picked on was Contra because I was the best Contra player in the family.
I have to ask, does the code work?
No, it's the arcade version.
It's the arcade didn't have it? Okay,
no,
all right.
Which means I'll probably never beat it.
Yeah. Awesome. And now I just want to say thanks. And for more information, people would like to look more information about the products.
Yeah, you can check us out on myarcadegaming.com or on Twitter and Instagram at myarcaderetro.
Okay.
And we regularly post updates of new announcements. So
cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Good.
Thanks for listening to Gamertag Radio. Be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.